Hello, my beautiful Arise family. I am making this video because I was asked by Pastor Sam to share my testimony of how I got to Arise, how I became a member of Arise, and what Arise has done in my life. I started going to Arise. I went to the preview services. I went to several of them, and I went to the launch. And I really enjoyed myself. I support the Robles family and everything that they do. I love them. They were my counselors. They were my Pastor Sam was my president in AOC, so they have a very soft spot in my heart. And I went and I was like, oh, this is awesome. But there was something about Arise that just kind of stood out to me, and it just gave me like a little esa cosita. I don't know how to say it, but I would go throughout the year. At my church where I was before, I had been there since I was a baby. So it's been about 20, 21 years that I had been a member, So I had grown to be comfortable there, but I wasn't necessarily happy there. I had a lot of anger and resentment because I wanted to serve God, but I always felt inadequate and not good enough or something like that. And it always frustrated me. It just really drove me nuts. And over time, it had driven me so nuts that I just became numb to it. And it wasn't that I had become numb. It was that I was so hurt and so bitter that I just shut down. Just shut down completely. And I just stopped. I stopped caring. I stopped working on my spiritual life. And my spiritual life was at a crisis mode. I felt that if something didn't change, I was going to just leave and be gone for good. And my issue was that I wanted that relationship with Christ. I didn't want to go out to the world, but I didn't know where else to go. And it ended up being that Arise became my safe haven. That was a place where I went to vent to God because I knew that nobody was going to stare at me or look at me different. They were just going to welcome me with open arms. So I think the first couple times that I went to Arise, I cried. I cried a lot, and it was just home. For whatever reason, it just felt different to me. And so Easter Sunday, there was another issue going on, and I decided to go to Arise. And I decided to go with my brother, and I got up early, and I was like, Mom, picking up Manny, and we're going to Arise. We're not going to church with you guys on Easter. And she was like, okay. Which was weird because, my mom's really Puerto Rican, and she was just cool with it. She was like, all right, go. I was like, okay, I want to go. And I loved the service. I loved everything about it. After that, I decided to just keep on going consistently. I took my brother with me, and there was something about it that just, for whatever reason, Arise healed our hearts in a special way. And it was doing something. It was stirring the pot, and it was just so different. And I remember there was a sermon that Pastor Sam did that he talked about God taking you from your comfort zone, which is your little tiny box, and taking you completely out of it and putting you somewhere where it's so different, but it's because He wants to mold you and transform you into the person that He has called you to be. And it was so ironic that was the sermon that was chosen that Sunday, because that week I had been struggling with transferring schools, switching jobs, switching churches because I had been praying about it and I had been going consistently to Arise, and switching my relationship status. And it was those 4 things, the 4 biggest priorities in my life at that time. And I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? I'm like, what the heck is going on? So that Sunday, he had asked everybody to go on to the altar and talk to God. And I didn't talk to him. We had a blowout. But with God, you have your blowouts, and he's just like, just do it. And I was like, okay. So I was pretty much like, here is everything that I care about, everything that I don't know what's going to go on, here it is. But I need to know that you're going to be there, and that you're going to change my life, and you're going to do something in me, and that you're going to show me what your love truly means, because I don't know what it means. And I remember at that time, that exact time that I said that, I was on my knees, and my brother got on his knees, and he put his arms around me, and he hugged me. Completely lost it, getting teary-eyed thinking about it. Completely lost it, and to me that was confirmation. That same week, that was Sunday, Monday, I asked for my letter of transition, and I never looked back. And can I just say that these past months have transformed me and changed me, and I have such a passion for Christ. I have never felt this way before. That I praise God in my car. I lift up my hands. I say His name, and I say it with so much love. And I have fallen in love with God. And you guys have taught me what Christ's love is. Open arms, no judgment, just love. And I am so excited and so honored to be a woman at Arise, a Christian woman at Arise. We are so different, and we break the mold, and we go out of our comfort zones to reach and minister to other people. And I am so excited to see what Arise is going to do in this future. And I'm so lucky. Not lucky. I am so blessed and favored to have you guys as my family. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, and sorry for all the tweets, because that little beep was tweets.